Hey there, Claire here from the Albuquerque Public Library. It's summer reading time, and so I have a fun and easy craft for you to create mythical creatures out of old toilet tubes. So let's get started. So what we'll need today is, of course, toilet tubes or paper towel tubes. We have some tape, yarn, markers, some different glues, tissue paper, colored paper, and we'll need some pom-poms and eyeballs for our dragon. So let's start with our unicorn. So I'm going to take this pre-cut piece of construction paper. I chose pink. You can choose any color you like for that one. And we're going to put a little bit of glue down on the edge and then roll our toilet tube in the paper. Let's give it a good press, make sure it's nice and sealed. And then again on the opposite edge. So this little bit that is left on the top, we're going to just cut a couple of little slices in there, glue it down on the inside of the toilet tube. Just throw a little bit of glue in there. So I'm using hot glue today just to help with time, but you are welcome to use any school glue or other craft glue for this. If you do decide to use hot glue, just make sure to have a grown-up help you so that you don't burn your fingers. There we go. We're just going to repeat that for the last tab there too. Like that. So now we'll go on to the mane and the tail of our unicorn. So we're going to take some yarn, and this is what we're going to be creating. We're going to be folding the yarn and then tying it off here. So I think I folded it about 10 times, maybe about 10 or 12 inches long. You can just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And so I'm using a single color here, but you can add multiple colors if you'd like to give your unicorn more of like a rainbow effect. There you go. Let's do a couple more of those. So that looks good there. So I'm going to cut that off at the end. And then I'm going to cut another piece to tie off the rest of the yarn. Just like that. So then from here, actually, we can go ahead and snip the ends of these. Just like that. And so where your seam is, that's where the mane will go to cover that up, or the tail will go to cover that. So just kind of eyeball it there. And then the little part that you tied off is going to go just a little bit in here, just glue it right on in. Just like that. now this front area as well, we'll put a little bit of glue down underneath to hold the mane down a little bit. So now we can trim the mane. It's a little bit too long of bangs, just like that. And same for the back. If it's too long for you, you can just give it a little trim. There we go. So now we'll move on to making your unicorn horn. So I've taken some scrapbook paper and I've just cut it into a little square and then folded it in half. That way the white doesn't show, so I'm going to glue the two pieces together. Just like that. And then I'm going to cut a triangle shape. That's a nice, tall, long triangle. Just like so. And this piece is going to go right on the mane, on the inner part of the toilet tube. And next we'll add on our unicorn's ears. So again, I've pre-cut a piece, just a little square of construction paper. And so we're going to cut out a curved triangle shape for our ears. Two ears. So I'm going to add in a little extra pink for the inner ear, or maybe red. Just another little triangle of color. There we go. So next, to attach the ear, we're going to pinch the bottom ends together, just like that. Give it a little push. And then we're going to glue the inside. And then on one side of your ear, you're going to add some more glue and then stick it right on the inner part of the toilet tube. Repeat that on the other side. Just like that. So now all that's left is our little unicorn's face. So I'm going to add some eyes, some closed eyes, and some rosy cheeks. There's our eyes. And let's get those rosy cheeks in there. And there she is. So now we're going to create our mythical dragon. So we're going to repeat the same process by wrapping our toilet tube in our paper. This print, I just found it online. You can search the internet. I searched for dragon scales and this popped up. But you can also draw your own, or you can leave it a plain color that you like. And once again, just line it with some glue. Once more, just press that in. And then just like the unicorn, we're going to cut a couple of slits in here and fold it down on the inside. There we go. Great. So next we will be creating our dragon's eyes. So we're going to take these pom-poms and some googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes at home, you can always draw and cut out your own eyeballs. Not yours, but you know, your dragon's. And just glue them right onto the pom-pom. Oh my gosh. Here we go. And one more. Just like so. And then when we glue these on, you're going to make sure that the eyeballs face forward on your dragon rather than facing up. That way, when he's looking at you, you can see all that fire coming at you too. So we're going to glue that towards the back of your toilet tube. So once again, you'll put some glue under where your eyeball will sit. Stick it on, just like that. We'll repeat it with the other eyeball. And there he is. So next we will add our ears to our dragon, and we're going to repeat the same process again as we did with the unicorn. I have some pre-cut paper. I chose black. You can choose any color for your ears. Fold that in half and then cut out a rounded triangle shape. And there's your two pieces. There you go. And then these are just going to go on either side of your dragon's eyes. Just like that. Now for his snout, we're going to cut out a nice kind of arch shape, or like semicircle. Again, I just cut a piece of paper and folded it in half. And there's your little nostrils. So those are going to go on the edge of your toilet tube on the opposite side of your eyes. If they're a little too long, you can snip off the bottom. We're just going to add a really thin line of glue and put it right at the edge, like that. Once more. There we go. So last, of course, is the fire for our fire-breathing dragon. So I have taken some tissue paper, I cut out a square and then folded it in half. And then from there, you just cut long, thin strips, leaving a little space at the top because that's where we're going to be gluing it to the inside of the toilet tube. So you can either leave it full like this, or if it's easier, you can just tear it into smaller pieces to then glue in individually. And we're just going to glue all the way around the inner part of the toilet tube. And once again, you can use any craft glue for this, including school glue or glue stick, but today I am using hot glue. It's just a little faster, but do ask a grown-up for help if you need it so you don't burn yourself. Give it a little ruffle. And there is our fire-breathing dragon and our beautiful fanciful unicorn. So I hope you enjoyed making these crafts with me today. For more crafts like this during the summer reading program, you can follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.